Yeah, what's going on, family? It's your man B Miles coming to you live once again with another video from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. And this afternoon, I want to come to you on a subject that is very sensitive and very critical. And I'm actually going to talk about how they found the black prosecutor found dead on the beach in Florida. And we got to understand something, man. These are not isolated events. And we have to understand something, man. They're going after black people in power up under this white supremacist, neo-Nazi, conservative, white nationalistic fucking presidency right about now. They are really taking it back to the old days. And we have to understand something. They are really on code right now. And I'm definitely going to talk about how they're going after black people in power and how they want to maintain that structure of white supremacy that is really failing. It's really crumbling from within. And like I said, I'm talking about within a matter of a month, two black judges were found dead. One up in Chicago, one up in New York, and then at the same time, they just found another brother down in Florida. I'm talking about down in Miami on a fucking beach. He was a prosecutor down in Florida, and then at the same time, another black female supporter. Another black prosecutor down in Florida. She actually she is the first black African American female that is actually been elected as a prosecutor. But they sent the noose over there to the office, and we gotta understand something. When it come down to our people in politics or some sort of position of power, they're gonna try to find a way to get rid of her. And if you ask me, it is law enforcement that is doing these killings. And yeah, man, because there was another brother named Oludaru Stevens. He actually went up against white supremacy and he wound up firing him. He overturned the decision in court, and that was when they suspended this man, and I believe they actually fired him. Because we got to understand, because when they seen stuff like that, they looking at black people in power, and they seeing how we're going to be a threat to that structure, and how we're going to try to overturn a lot of these things, and how we want to make things fair. And that's what they really don't want. They don't want to see you in power, and they don't want to use, and at the same time, they don't want to see you using your power up against the white power structure. That's part of the reason, when this lady told Malcolm X many years ago, she was like, well, what do you want to be when you grow up, Malcolm? He told the lady, I want to be a lawyer. And she told Malcolm, like, no, Malcolm, nobody in your community is going to hire you, and nobody from my community is actually going to hire you, don't take you seriously. So we got to understand something, the dynamic. She's pretty much trying to plant the seed to say, look, don't become a lawyer, don't become a prosecutor. Why? Because we want to make sure that our white supremacists, that's going to infiltrate the system, and how we're going to use the system against y'all. And so anytime they're going to find prosecutors, and judges found dead, you already know that is being done by law enforcement. These are nothing but orchestrated hits coming from the top to say, you know what, we got to start knocking these niggas off, because that is the threat to our power structure, and that is going to be a threat, and they're going to literally, take and use the situation of what's going on, and they're going to flip it against us. You understand where I'm coming from? I'm talking about they're going to how can I explain it? They already been discriminated as well. They already been dealt with, racist or white supremacy and discrimination. So they're gonna think in their psyche that they're gonna start leaning more towards of their own people, and they're gonna give them justice, and at the same time they're not gonna give justice towards white people. So we gotta understand the kind of game that they are playing. They are they are killing off black people that are in power. And mind you, they even targeted black police officers and even some officers of Latino descent as well. So to those of y'all who in power, man, you gotta understand something, man. I'm not gonna say that stop, trying to find ways to get in positions of power, but we gotta understand something as well, black people. We gotta protect our own people as well that are in power. And what they're gonna try to do is they always want to take it and manipulate it and try to say it was a suicide. Fuck no. The only reason why them judges got killed because they already know that these are black people that are nothing but threats to a white power structure, and these people are getting killed because they are holding these cops accountable. So we must recognize the kind of dynamic of what we are dealing with. And these people are coming at people in power. You understand? So I just had to put together this video, you know what I mean, share my thoughts on this right about now. You know, keep on liking and subscribing to my channel, drop your comments, but don't troll me. And this is B Miles coming to you live once again from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. One love once again. Peace.